Well, hi there, Sagittarius, and welcome back to Silky Intuitive. So what we've got for you right now is a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Your Venus sign could come into play if you are interested in love. A lot of aspects go into it, but basically for my Sagittarian friends. For the week of July the 22nd through the 29th, 2017. Now first I need to pick a deck, and I think I'm going to go with this one. That's right on hand. Now, if you decide at some point you'd like a reading meant just for you, your questions, your concerns, your birth information, it's all kept private. It's all produced usually within a 7 business day window. I do not have an auto pay button at my website. Don't go looking for one there. You won't find it. I prefer an email or the contact sheet through my website. We will start a communication, and then we'll get invoicing going, and you can have a reading shortly after. I've got sales going on right now at my website. Go ahead and take a look. I've also added extra time onto the videos. If you want your love reading, then we're going to go over to Vimeo, focus on love there for the same amount of time. Approximately the 22nd through the 29th of July. Now, am I just about ready? I hope so. Let's see. We want to try to get right into it. And what I need is going to come from here up. Okay. So we're going to do a little past, present, future. Sagittarius, the 8 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, the 5 of Wands. Some of you have been through an emotional situation yet, an emotional conflict. May have affected your work performance too. The Knight of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. I think some of you have been in a situation that may have affected your work. You may have gone through a recent breakup, and it's really, right now, it feels like it's affecting your performance at work. We have the Hangman here. Now, he will usually talk about a period of sacrifice, waiting, having to be patient. So that's the #1 focus for you right now, is that you have to focus on patience, because it feels like you're going through some upsetting heartbreak. Now, past, and that's why I want to say right now, this is an energy that you've already played out. I don't see this coming in either current or future. I think this is a situation you've already gone through. The 8 of Swords next to the 3 of Swords. That's where I get that you've been kind of stuck or isolated in something maybe habitual, a long period of addiction to something. Can be drugs, it can be alcohol, but I get more along pornography. We've got swords here. Swords mixed with wands, which is very much a very heated kind of sexual energy. So it feels like whoever you are dealing with, or you yourself, have gone through a struggle in the past. Like I see for some of you, it is going to be pornography, even weird stuff like foot fetishes and underpants and whatever. There's a feeling that there's a a isolated kind of dependency, thank you, dependency on a situation where you may have been misguided. The Three of Swords is the heartbreak. It's the wounds. It's the wounds that come from the heartbreak. So someone has either done this to you, or this is something you're dealing with yourself in your own life, maybe a partnership. With the Five of Wands, I think this is about standing up in front of a room and saying, "Hi, my name is Jim Bobby Joe, and I am addicted to my husband's credit cards," or "I'm an alcoholic, I have heroin issues, I am a fetishist," whatever it is. This is getting the support you need around this kind of disappointment. If this is you dealing with this within yourself, this is saying reach out to others who will be there to assist you. But the situation needs work. It just can't sit still. Because if that kind of pain sits still, it will never get better. It will just sit and fester until it blows. And then what are you left with after all of that? After all of that buildup, all of that damage. So the damage needs to be controlled here. If it's an addiction, if it's alcohol, whatever the situation is, this is saying you need counseling, you need help, you need that support system, even if you're struggling with it. This is a situation that asks for help. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is a situation that you need to work on. Frankly, that's exactly the express purpose of the Eight of Pentacles. It needs to be worked on. It needs security, and it needs to be solidified, whatever you're going through here. Whether it's talking to a friend or sitting in front of a rehab group, there's a force here that wants to help you in whatever way you're struggling right now. And that struggle can be anything but the support. The support of friends is here during a time of need. You need inner work if it's you. If it's someone around you, they need inner work. Patience, deliberate patience needs to be practiced here. There does feel like there's some sacrifice around the situation for whoever is dealing with this. And it feels very much like a cycle. There's an expectancy of a cycle around whatever this attraction is. The Knight of Swords, he brings kind of a smooth attraction, and when you flip him on his damn head, he turns into a Romeo. And so this is romancing whatever this attraction is, whether it's women or booze or smack. It's the cycle that has to change. Now, the Knight of Swords asks us for an aggressive approach, a hands-on, I'm going to wrangle this effort under control if it kills me. And so you're really taking control of the situation only because you have to. Only because the situation feels ugly. It feels like the attraction is really not a good one. It doesn't have any positive energy around it. What it has around it is pain and the need to change. It has a support system, but it also has you in the center having to work it out. Your energy is only here in the form of facing the struggle and dealing with it. And so there's work here that really needs to be done. But what I love for you for this week is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, you're a fire sign, but this woman is secure. She knows exactly what she has to do in order to make a situation work. And so she brings that fundamental, grounded energy of strength. And even though we can depend on her a little too much, financially, sometimes emotionally, because she can represent a real person. Sometimes it's an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo, but more than anything, what she represents is a more grounded, stable, hands-on, common sense approach. She's not flighty or flaky. She's of sound mind, and she makes logical decisions. That's future energy, but what you're really doing now is focusing on working on it. Focusing on working with this partner, working within yourself, whatever the situation is. If it's a child in your home, a parent who needs guidance out of a dark place. It's all focusing around work right now. Making the right choices, not the emotional choices, please. Make them very common sense, grounded, not flaky decisions around this. That's not what this needs now. It needs a stronger hand. It needs a more controlling feeling around it. You've got this reckless energy, though, that you're dealing with right now, as if this attraction is just wanting to push this old lady aside and say, get out of my way, bitch. I'm on my way to score whatever it is that I need to get my hands on. So you have this kind of reckless, aggressive energy wanting to come at you. Patience of sound mind. She does not get aggressive in return. When aggressive words are forced at her, she walks away from them. It's about that kind of silent patience. Silent patience around someone who is around some of you, not all of you. This isn't going to resonate with everyone. You're not all going to be dealing with someone who's got a problem in their life that they really need to aggressively take control of without alienating everyone around you or them through hurtful words, through aggression, through unkind deeds, stealing. You know, it's that friend that borrows your credit card to buy a burger at McDonald's, and you find out that they used your credit card to buy an airline ticket to Hawaii, and you never see them again. Okay? It's losing that kind of faith in someone that you trusted. Holding on and being patient with this person. How this person is either in the process of deciding, am I going to make myself better? Am I going to heal from this thing that has me prisoner? Or am I going to walk away? Am I going to start a new life? Am I going to be more secure, more responsible with my actions? Or am I going to rip the world apart from underneath the people who love me? It really comes down to that for some of you. Sorry. My messages come from my guide. I am a channel. And therefore, the messages are not my own. I am just a vehicle for the message. So here we go. Let's see. Clarity. Sospiri. Belvedere. Il vedovo. Well, we have the death of a situation here. It's actually been anticipated and an ending that you've been waiting for. So we can say you've been dealing with somebody who's been in this cycle for a very long time. If it's you, you've been dealing with this inner struggle for a long time. Il vedovo, he is dealing with the end. He's dealing with a loss. So, it's either a partner who's leaving because they're kind of anticipating that the end is going on. They cannot continue on being faithful and ever observant of what you do. You know, the message coming through clear for some of you is that the focus needs to really change. You really need to look out for your own well-being, your own life, your own future. There's an anticipation here, though, that a situation for some of you is going to come to an end. There's always regrets. There's always guilt. I'm going to tell you right now, guilt is nothing but wasted energy. If you've got a guilty conscience around someone who has no one to blame but themselves for what they go through, guilt is wasted when you should be focusing on something or someone else, yourself, your children, other innocent victims of a personality like this. Let's refocus our attention around this person or around the situation. And if you're the one that needs help, seek out guidance. There is a support system that is available to you. La Superbia, the Casa, and Donna Maritata, the woman with children. Now at the focus point of my Sibilas, we've got falsita, lies, deception, thievery, unruly behavior, someone who brings embarrassment to your life. This is someone, for some of you, who is in your immediate surroundings, in your home, the partner, the out-of-control child. Now we have our peacock friend here, La Superbia. He brings pride, ego, and I have to wonder if the change, and for a lot of you, this is either the father to your children or one of your children themselves, a parent, a sister, a brother, a close relation, someone who is really kind of reaching out for help. Or this is you showing too much pride and not wanting to ask for help. And so there is, there's a lot of deception here. Look what's under there. Il nemico, our friend, the male enemy. The man who wears a false mask. He's a liar, just like this. So someone here really is not showing themselves, showing their true colors, which means it's a slow, painful reveal that this person is going through right now. It's a complex situation that some of you are going to be going through right now. And I'm going to grab a Keeper of the Light for those of you who want a little bit of extra guidance this week. Because some of you are going to be going through a troubling time with someone. They may be in trouble with the law. But there is something going on for a good deal of you. that is bringing trouble, hardship, pain into your home. And our keeper of the light, guidance, Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. You know, he's been coming up a lot, this kind of energy. Venus came up. She gives divine energy connected to love, connected to your emotional side. But here we have Master Buddha. He has wisdom. Wisdom controls his thought. Wisdom brings him to a place of awareness around maybe someone dear to you, someone who is really increasingly showing their problems and needing further guidance from an outside energy. They are so afraid through pride to ask for help. So someone is dealing with someone. They really don't know how to bring that situation under control. And for many of you, they're afraid to come through and ask for the help that they need. They wear a false mask. It's something that they have probably done for a long time. If it's a child, they've been doing this since they were a kid. You've been aware of this problem, this issue with this child. I'm getting some really disturbing messages around this child. Getting this child help with a situation that you know is out of control is going to be a gift. That person needs a consultation with a professional. The dottore. A meeting with a doctor is going to be a definite gift to this person. They are trapped in a prison of sickness. And for a lot of you, it's mental illness that's been growing in this person since they were a child. And it's time to free them. They need help. So if this was talking to you, the clear message here is that you're increasingly becoming aware that someone close to you is sort of losing their grip on reality in one way or another, but somebody is dealing with some emotional, maybe mental disturbance right now. And for those of you who are resonating with this, is if this is your partner, a child, again, a family member who needs you there, needing the assistance and dealing with something rather troubling this week. Well, I'm going to take that as the end of your reading for this week, Sagittarius. It was big, but it had to be told. And for some of you, whoever this is that's making sense, you can reach me and we can expand on this through a private reading if you want to. Information, contact, all down below. Now I'm going to go over to Vimeo and I'm going to do a special reading focusing on love for you, because right now I'm going to sort of, if this is not a partner, this is isolated for some of you, let's go take a look at love. Hopefully we'll have a better outcome there. And that's what I've got for you for this week, Sagittarius. Be well through all of this. If it makes sense in your life, talk to Spirit. He's there. He wants to hear your words. He's going to help with that increased amount of awareness through this maybe troubling time for some of you. And that's what I've got for you for the week. It's only a week, guys. I wish you well through this time. Take care and peace.